We're recording now. Go ahead, Grant.
They call him the professor? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they call him the professor. Well, they started in college. He started hanging with people, like doing some harder drugs and stuff. And yeah. And then he was doing this sustainable living thing where it was like, legit living out of a van in like parking lots. And he was like a rock climbing guide and a zip line instructor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He like showed up at a couple weddings, and that's been it. But yeah, the majority of the year he was living in places without cell service and stuff like that. Like, yeah, he just.
Oh, really? So he was like off the grid.
He was.
Yeah.
He
weird.
Straight up went off the grid.
I've heard of sustainable living, but I never pictured it as a guy who lives in his van in parking lots. But
yeah,
yeah, that's not so much sustainable.
yeah, it's mostly just sad.
That's
it's sustainable as far as like no electricity, you're like off the grid, like you rely on nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's around you?
Most of those people have
which
solar
is probably
panels,
like a Denny's or something.
Can
you guys
build
want
a
eggs?
fire.
Yeah, well, you guys want eggs? I haven't seen chickens in days. Let's go to Denny's.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's my taint.
That's my taint.
That's my taint.
But is it your taint or is it our taint?
Welcome to Man Bites Dog.
How is it our taint? What the fuck are you talking about?
We could share it. It's sort of like the human centipede, except we're joined at the taint. We're just gonna like scissor and just like stitch it together, and then that'll be our lives.
So in theory, your poop is kind of like one of those rides that goes back and then swings back and then swings back.
It's a perpetual motion machine.
Nope, I will not laugh.
Why?
I will not laugh at perpetual motion machine.
Why?
I'll do it for you.
Oh my god.
You know how when you have to sneeze and you just force it back down? That's what I did to that laugh. my stomach started like jiggling because it was in there. Welcome to the quiz game. We're not doing
perpetual motion machine. That's our new.
We're not doing one of those today. We're not doing a quiz. Today is what, Grant? What do you know? Please go ahead.
No,
what do you want?
It doesn't matter. I haven't played Wordle in like 2 days.
What the fuck?
What the hell, man?
That's all we had. That was our thing.
Today's answer.
No. Case
is perpetual motion.
Taint.
It's taint.
But it's
taint's a 5-letter word of
taint.
Yeah, I'm starting with taint today, even though there's 2 T's.
Oh, that's true, but there are some vowels in there.
What about stain?
Stain's a good one.
Stain's a good one.
I'll do stain instead of taint.
Taints and stains go hand in hand.
Get the S in there.
Not literally hand in. Well, maybe.
I mean, if you don't got a couple stains on your taint, you ain't using it right.
That's true.
Wait. I'm not sure I know what a taint is.
Okay, well, today we don't have a quiz.
Okay, bye everybody!
No, we have a thing. It's just...
thanks anyway.
Today, thank you for saying that. Today is the return of our Thanks Anyway segment, where we talk about crap.
Oh, this is going to be awful.
Yeah, that's the point. So I have some questions here from fans, some advice questions, and from some members of the F Entertainment group, and some that I just grabbed online that I thought we would.
It's a little telling that we don't have enough, fans to fill out a full.
That's not important. Number one.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was at a cookout last night. And someone asked me, they're like, so how many listens do y'all get? And I was like, ask Mike. I don't know.
More than I would expect, less than I want. So, we're doing okay.
Yep. I'm really bad at telling people about it because I just feel like white guy with a podcast is just it's an
oversaturated
that I'm like, yeah.
Oh well, I shut people up that ask me about it.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like, yeah, I'm still doing it. Don't worry about it. What's going on with you,
It's
though?
fine.
How's your podcast?
We talk about dinosaurs.
Let's start with this question because this is sort of related. This is from Joe, our longtime friend Joe.
Hi,
Yo!
He said, "How long do you expect Man Bites Dog to last?"
Forever.
And then he said, "Hopefully a long time because it's the highlight of my Thursday." But it's interesting because I've never thought about that. As far as like, what do I expect? You know what I mean?
Are you breaking up with me?
I have an answer for that. A good one.
Okay.
Oh, it's
God.
not as good.
Case is breaking up with me.
Somebody's
Somebody's
breaking
it
up.
was really exciting until I saw the date that it has to happen to at least next year. We have to stay open until at least next year. Because
Okay.
by March of next year, if we were broadcasting by radio, which I'm sure you've been broadcasting this show
Yeah.
nonstop
Oh, yeah.
by radio,
Yeah, not
because
a
that's how it
problem.
works.
Yeah.
Our nearest star, Proxima Centauri, would be receiving the first episodes of Man Bites Dog.
Okay, so that's our
So at
goal.
least until March of next year.
That's great.
I don't
Okay.
understand anything that you just said.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is that we'll be an interstellar podcast. Like
Yeah.
we'll be like
To be
super
clear-
famous. We'll be across the entire fucking
Not
galaxy.
a podcast dedicated to Christopher Nolan's film Interstellar. Well, maybe.
No.
But, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that, and I feel sad about that.
I mean,
it's in Christopher Nolan's Christopher Nolan phase.
yeah, it's like if Christopher Nolan directed 2001: A Space Odyssey.
It is one of those
The
where
end.
Christopher Nolan got up so far up in Christopher Nolan's own ass that he started spewing out Christopher Nolanisms.
Yeah, it's like he thought he was like inventing sci-fi while he was directing.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
Yeah, you make Inception, you think I'm a genius, and then you start, anyway.
Speaking of Christopher Nolan, something that's been in my head that I have refused to watch, but I recently have done another check on myself. Thast Meteint! And
Yes, you should check your taint regularly for boats.
and I looked at it and I was like, fuck, I love sports movies. I have a problem with Sandra Bullock, but I love The Proposal.
Are you about to
And
mention
so
The
I'm like,
Blind Side?
maybe I don't have a
this The
problem with
Blind Side?
Sandra
Yeah.
Bullock. And I'm like, I gotta watch The Blind Side. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
I mean,
She got an Oscar, right?
I'm pretty sure The Blind Side is
Oscar always goes to whatever movie makes white people feel better about racism. That's
Netflix
like what Oscars
is
are for.
shoving it down my throat right now. Every time I stream anything, it's like in my face, and I'm like,
The,
oh
you
You should
man,
watch it. Well, then watch it.
gotta watch
Yeah,
it.
you can watch it. The problem with The Blind Side is that it really perpetuates the white savior thing hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where like this magical white lady helps this poor little black boy who just needs help, and then she comes and she saves him, kind of thing. And it does that by like completely ignoring all the stuff that actually happened in real life. But
Oh,
it has the emotional
really?
thing, like it has that sports movie oomph if you want that. But I
Yeah.
say watch Remember the
But
Titans.
it's a story
you
about
know?
a white lady saving racism.
Yeah.
Or-
As opposed to
And,
Remember the Titans, which is about black people and white people learning to coexist. It's
I was
instead
gonna
about
say, I want my Remember the Titans moment because that is
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies.
that's
in
a
the world.
great that's a great movie about race.
Well,
Why
you know, they
Denzel
say-
did not get an Oscar or
It went to
that-
Sandra Bullock that year.
no, Best Supporting? What was the guy's name?
Oh yeah, not
everything?
Another yard.
Yes.
That guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Oh God, he's so good, and the little girl.
he was in
is so
the guy.
good,
He was in
too.
Armageddon. The guy from Armageddon.
Yeah,
That
he's
was-
like that. He was in the new Halloween movies too. But yeah, he's in everything.
But yeah, the chick that plays the daughter, she's probably like 30 now.
Oh, Hayden Panettiere.
yeah.
Will
dude.
Patton.
Will
That's
Patton,
her?
That sounds right. Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow,
Isn't it?
wasn't she on like the OC or something weird?
I don't know. Something.
Okay.
She was on Heroes, I think. She was in Scream 4. Anyway, I know what horror movie these people are in. But, yeah, I Remember the Titans is... I mean, it might be an outdate. I haven't seen it in a while.
Heroes. What a great first season.
I completely forgot about that show until I just said it.
Is that about white people saving black people?
Actually.
I think it's about everybody. I think it's about everybody saving a white girl. the whole.
Oh, yeah,
the
it
whole
is kinda
first
like-
season
yeah.
is about saving a white girl who's doing just fine because she's literally indestructible.
She doesn't need help. Leave her alone.
Literally
my God.
an indestructible white girl.
God, every redneck's dream. Anyway,
I can just keep hitting her.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh God. Anyway, I haven't thought about how long Man Bites Dog should last.
So for a long time, very long time, as long as it's like marriage.
Yeah. Well, and I think we've passed like in a relationship. I think we've gotten over the humps. Like.
Yeah. No, we haven't even humped yet. What are you talking?
Okay. All right. So there's okay. So our sex life is not great. But
wait, we've had humps? What are our humps?
No, like, okay, so in a relationship, you start out and it's sort of like precarious, you know? But there's a point where you stop being...
It's new.
Yeah, there's a point where you stop being worried about the, like, it could fall apart at any second thing.
Like you start farting in front of the other person?
Yeah, you know, you're not worried about the foundations of it, I guess. Anyway, we're past that point. So now it's just sort of
to all of our listeners who are at that comfortable part in their relationship, I just want you to know it can fall apart at any second. You should be afraid.
You should be afraid. She's talking about you right now.
Right now.
Anyway, yeah, long time Joe. Long time Joe, that's what they call him.
Have you noticed her smile's changed over the years?
How long have we been doing this? Like 3 years?
Over 3 years, yeah.
Over 3
It's been a long time. This is actually like really one of my healthiest, longest lasting relationships. I'm really
that is true.
Proud of it. Proud of it.
We can't graduate because then I'll quit. There can't be an end because I'll be like,
I don't
we
get
did
it.
that.
Oh, do we get a diploma? Because that'd be cool. Man Bites Dog University. We need that's an idea for later. We need to set up.
I tried to graduate
instruction
Writing
with
it down.
the 3 professors that are us. You know,
and Joe.
Grant will teach the humanities.
He's gonna depart.
I'll teach sciences. Yeah, and you're the dean.
Oh, humanity. Oh, that'd be great.
I just quote the dean from Community. That's all I do. Yeah. Well, let's do another question. Hold on. Let's see.
Thast Meteint.
If you were opening a restaurant, what kind of restaurant would it be? Not including Dirty Mike's Seaside Deli. That's already a restaurant.
Yeah.
Grant, what kind of restaurant would you open?
I don't know. I would say Dirty Mike. I think I'm definitely like a sandwich shop kind of guy.
That does seem nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a sandwich. And some nice fucking salads, too.
Ooh, nice salads.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what I want.
Yeah, nice salads, really good sandwiches, and some really fun shareable plates. One of my favorite things to do is to share a meal. So Ashlyn and I, when we go out to eat, it's less ordering for you and the other person. It's not like you get your thing, I'll get my thing. It's like let's get a couple things that we
some
both
tapas.
want and
Or
fuck
you
around.
get an Indian restaurant, yeah.
Yeah. So something like sandwiches and shareable plates.
That's a good idea.
That's a good list. I want to do. All right. It's either biscuitsin or in biscuits. Okay, the N is got a little apostrophe in the biscuits.
Why don't you just call it Biscuitville?
That's a great name.
Because it's not fucking Biscuitville. That already exists and it's a truck. You can't have a truck that's a ville.
All right, Biscuit Van.
Just shut up, Grant.
Biscuit Van.
Biscuit Mobile.
I found it.
All right, so Van Biscuits. Ooh, Van Biscuits.
Van Biscuits. They're Dutch.
So
Van Biscuit and Thast Meteint.
it's like anything that's biscuits related, right?
Oh,
we'll
that's
do
great.
Fucking, we have just gravy by the vat, homemade gravy. We got sausage, we got bacon and eggs and cheese, and it's just it's a food truck that sells biscuits and jelly or whatever the hell you want on your fucking biscuit.
I like it.
Great.
For dessert, we have the little biscuit strawberry shortcakes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you can do scones.
If you don't like biscuits, you don't show up.
You could do scones.
You know what my mom does?
Say, do you have anything with regular bread? We'll just fucking run over you.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
We just 3-point turn out and then run over.
Can I get that on toast? Yeah. No, you can go fuck yourself.
No. Does it say toasted?
Yeah.
No, it says biscuits and
toasted.
Why don't you go to Biscuitville? I bet they have toast. Yeah.
They probably do have toast and biscuit.
Fuck that place.
Oh my god. They probably do.
No,
fucking posers.
Case, my mom makes monkey bread for the daycare kids, and monkey bread is she takes just biscuit, like
Pillsbury type?
Pillsbury biscuits.
Really?
Cuts them up, rolls them in sugar and cinnamon, and then makes little icing for it, so she bakes it and then drizzles it with icing.
That sounds
and it
so
is
good.
so fucking good.
That sounds really good.
It's that Sweet Biscuit.
Sweet Biscuits.
Yeah.
Oh, Sweet Biscuits is a great name for a restaurant.
That'd be a great strip club.
Okay. We went different ways.
Biscuits.
You know what? Both.
Is the biscuit the bajingo, or are the biscuits the boobs?
I think it could be either.
Or is the
at
biscuit
this
the
point.
butt?
I think it's up for interpretation. I think it's really about what you get out of it.
What you want
yeah.
on your biscuit?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the buns, but
I
not
like a gravy
the
biscuit.
Yeah. Ugh.
Let me get a sausage and gravy biscuit.
God damn it!
Anywho,
Stop ruining things.
God,
You're perpetually ruining things.
perpetually. I've been obsessed with Korean barbecue recently, where like they have like a grill in the middle of the table and they bring you out the raw meat and you like cook it. So I was thinking,
Hold on. Fuck recently. For the past like 2 years, you've been obsessed with Korean barbecue.
He won't show
all
up.
right.
though.
Anyway,
It's been much longer than recently.
anyway,
So
Yeah.
what's your idea
is
for
to
a
like
restaurant?
convert that into like Southern food. And
Oh, cultural appropriation.
yeah,
That's
I want to
awesome.
basically take it, rip it off, call it something new, and then make millions of dollars.
Taco Bell.
What? So there's like a.
Man.
From what I understand, it's basically like fondue. Like you're cooking your own food, right?
Yeah. They bring out like thin sliced meats and stuff, and then you get like tteokbokki, which are like rice noodle. It's really good. It's like a lot of little small.
Do they use
stuff.
swords like they did it? No, that was Mongolia.
Yeah, that's
Never mind.
the crazy
That's
fire
Mongolia.
thing.
Yeah.
Which is amazing as well.
How do you cook it?
you got a little tongs.
Uh
Just put it on the grill. You would love it.
What Southern food could you do?
That's
that
the
with?
part that I haven't figured out because as soon as I said it, I was like, well, that's stupid.
Biscuits.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't actually want to change it. I think Korean barbecue is perfect, and I just wanted to shout that out. Let's find another
You just
question.
want to finance a Korean barbecue.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the one to do it because that seems like a white dude doing it. Anyway.
But you could own it. You could be like, hey, I wanna buy some Koreans, and nope, that's.
Wow. Okay.
That's probably not the way to go.
Okay, this one. What part of a kid's movie completely scarred you as a kid?
Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh, is this from Joe?
No.
Anyway, whoever read this, I did have a moment that I thought was going to scar somebody. My nephew Will was like 5, and Mufasa was about to die in The Lion
That's
King.
a big one.
And I was alone in the playroom with him, and I was like, oh shit, have they talked about death? Is he about to ask me what's going on? I am not the uncle that needs to answer this question. Or maybe I'm the perfect uncle. Or like I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck's about to happen?
You start getting delusions of grandeur all of a sudden.
Yeah, and so Mufasa dies, and there's this moment of silence, and then yeah, spoiler. And then there's this moment of silence, and Will's like staring at the TV, and then he turns his head back and he goes, "He's dead," and then he just kept watching the movie, and I was like, "Oh, that's over."
That dude ate it.
Bullet dodged.
That's amazing.
He's dead
How
as
about you,
fuck.
Michael?
Well, okay, so I took this as like it was so scary that it scarred me.
That's how I took it.
And I have 2. The one that really did it
What
for
the
me
fuck?
was, and I've mentioned to you recently,
Holes.
Case. Yeah, Holes. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Grant.
Oh yeah.
That movie didn't scar me. That movie motivated me. That movie is the gasoline in my
God
engine
damn
of
it!
life.
Shut up!
Anyway, and I'm just thinking about Holes. Anyway, James and the Giant Peach, which is a scary movie anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
rhino.
But there's the part with the rhino, that comes out of the clouds, and I sometimes when I close my eyes at night see the rhino. So that part's really scary. And then Ernest Scared Stupid,
Yeah, that'll do it.
in which the goblin alien people are killed with milk.
Goblin alien people
Yeah.
killed with milk.
Nice.
That's
I don't remember that movie very well.
damn it. I'm gonna have to change the ending to my comic book idea. Mine was. Did you ever watch Pee Wee's Big Adventure? I think it was Tim Burton, right?
Yeah.
And there's this lady in a truck whose face goes fucking. It goes into claymation and it's stop motion and it's just like giant eyes and teeth and tongue.
Oh
And I
wow!
was like 4, and that shit scared the fucking hell out of me. It's still kind of scary.
Oh yeah, her eyes bug out. Oh yeah, I
like
forgot
her
about
face
that.
changes into like it's just this normal. She's crazy, but then like it, and that's one of Tim Burton's best movies.
It is like underrated because no one talks about that one in the pantheon of Tim Burton.
Yeah, this is before he Tim Burtoned too much.
Yeah. It was before his Chris Nolan phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was whoa, that scared the hell out of me. That's the one that probably scarred me the most. That or Poltergeist.
Oh yeah. I mean, seeing horror movies too early is always pretty scarring.
Yeah, but that was I think Pee-wee was ostensibly, if not factually, a children's movie.
Yeah, I think it was sort of.
God, I loved y'all. Grant, did you catch on? Were you on the Pee-wee's Playhouse? Did you watch Pee-wee's Playhouse growing up?
No, well, kinda. Like I have vague snapshots of it, but not like on a regular basis or anything.
It is. I don't know how it made it.
I knew of
good.
Pee Wee Herman, and I knew I can't name a movie or anything, but I definitely he was in my life somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of how I am.
Mystery Man, but
I don't have.
Oh my God, Mystery
good
Man.
enough memory.
Larry Fishburne was the cowboy in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you guys should just YouTube, and listeners too, if you haven't heard of Pee-wee's Playhouse and you want to know what late Gen Xers / new millennials were on as kids.
Yeah, I remember.
You'll
watched
learn
some
a
of it,
lot about us.
Like it was on ABC Family when I was young, but I don't remember a whole lot of it.
It's weird. It's really fucking weird.
I think I was scarred by Big Comfy Couch a little bit, which was like a clown who has a giant couch. Anyway,
Was that what's her?
it's Luna and Molly, a clown and her dolly.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was
You must
somebody. I know. I think I've seen that. I thought it was a Lily Tomlin thing. There's one of her sitting in a big old chair, but it's a big comfy couch. I think it was something different.
I don't think that was her. Yeah.
I don't think it was Lily Tomlin.
Let's see which question should we go with next? Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Wow.
Grant, you look surprised at your own fart. You're like a golden retriever. You're like, where did that come from?
Who did that?
That's Meteint.
That is the exact resonant note of his taint. Oh, this one's more for me than you guys. This is from Candy, the final girl. Shout out to Candy and her podcast, House That Screams.
Hi, Candy.
Is Gerard Way actually hot? Asking for a friend that thinks he's hot. I'd love to hear you guys weigh in.
You want to hear Gerard weigh in? Sorry.
That's
I
pretty
love
good.
that asking for a friend. That's funny.
Gerard Way is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. So
Yikes.
No idea.
No, he is not.
Do I need to Google this?
it depends
guy?
on which Gerard Way you mean.
He looks like if you put sideburns and a Fu Manchu onto a ninth grader.
Okay, to be clear, it depends on which genre or like which generation of Gerard Way you're talking about. Because every album he sort of reinvents himself.
Oh, he looks like he's dead in this picture.
Yeah, that's the most common. But anyway, I like the most recent sober and healthy Gerard Way. He, self-confidence is the hottest thing of all. That's my answer.
Is it the one that kind of looks like the Riddler from the Batman?
No. Well, maybe actually. Is he fat?
He looks
Little
like
bit.
Billy
Yeah, that's
Eilish
him.
in that one.
Yeah. That's the not fat. He's just he's gained more weight than he used to have because he used to be very skinny. Anyway,
Yeah, that's a little fat shamey there, Mike.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like
every
that.
fucking night.
no, I mean, trust me, I qualify.
Yeah, I'd hit it. I'd hit
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I would certainly hit it, but that's mostly my emo phase. Anyway, thanks, Candy, for that. Okay, this one's kind of heavy. This is from Joe. Thank you, Joe, for asking these questions. But how do I convince my father to give up alcohol?
Wow.
He has diabetes and just lost half of one of his legs last year, and he refuses to even cut back on his drinking. I'm worried at this rate he's going to end up losing his other foot. First of all, Joe, thank
That
you
really
for
sucks, Joe.
sending that to us because you know we're not going to give you anything useful, but we'll try.
Yeah, we are not medical professionals.
Yeah,
I think we have to
Yeah,
say
I was
that.
going to say, I don't know how alcohol contributes to diabetes.
Probably negatively.
I think it can make it worse. I think
Yeah.
when you have anything
Okay.
like that, I mean, when you're like alcohol,
Yeah.
makes everything worse. I'm gonna put forward while Grant's thinking because he looks like he's doing his thinking face.
I am thinking, like,
I don't know.
'Cause I
I
could
don't know how helpful this is. Listening is really important, and addiction is really hard to talk about. And spending some time not talking about the addiction, but letting like allowing for the type of openness and vulnerability that you're going to need to get to that conversation is going to take some groundwork.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time, and it's going to be about like putting him in a space where he doesn't feel like there's judgment involved, so that he can take a look at the reality of his situation and move forward in a way that he knows he needs to, or may even want to.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's all I got.
That's good, because the only advice I have is from my personal experience with Grant's situation, which I handled horribly. Because like
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
We tend to.
Years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I remember this conversation with you, Grant. Like I was like, we can't work on stuff if I can't rely on you, kind of a thing. Like I had that conversation with you, which I was like,
yeah.
Boundaries are super important.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for addicts.
yeah. But I sort of like, we sort of like disconnected because like for some reason I thought maybe like being deprived of the greatness that was me would shock you back into,
Wow.
that wasn't
Wow.
that wasn't an active thought.
I mean, you're betting on a 3 of a kind right there,
Yeah,
but
you're not kidding. You're not kidding. But anyway, like, so I kind of like, separated. We like grew apart a little bit for a while, and like, which is like not helpful to me or you, because like you probably could have used support at that point. And so like I've always felt bad about that because because I didn't know what to do. I wasn't being helpful.
Well, yeah, stop feeling bad about that.
No. But yeah, so like my only advice is that like and I don't know your situation, I don't know your dad, I don't know your relationship, but like it's a very, like Case said, addiction is awful and hard to talk about, and he might need somebody just to do other things with and just be there. Yeah, that's all I can really come up with.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, because it's ultimately up to him, and I mean, it'll take what it takes. It might take his other leg before he realizes it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have to find the bottom before they'll stop, and some people find it before, and some people don't. Yeah, and he definitely doesn't see it as what you see it as. He's in like a prison of his own that, like, if you've never been there, you don't really understand. But yeah, he definitely doesn't see it the way that you do. And so trying to relate to him, he knows that you don't understand where he's at. And it's almost impossible to relate to someone who's never been there. So
Yep.
yeah, I'd say being there is the best thing you could do.
On what Grant said, there's this thing your brain does when it comes to addiction, and probably many other things, but your brain will spend countless amounts of energy rationalizing it to you, and it's not always. And I mean, it can take the form of beating yourself up about it, but what you're doing is you're just digging in harder and harder mentally and emotionally, and it's so hard to pull someone out like emotion, like to get in. Talking about addiction is so fucking hard because your brain knows it's coming and it puts up barricade after barricade to keep you from talking about it. So like there is no direct path to talking to someone about their addiction. It's just it doesn't work. Like, I mean, it's
well,
like,
and oddly enough, the more you talk about it, the more he's going to be like, God, I could use a drink right now.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's
like
the defense mechanisms
too.
start kicking out. Absolutely.
Yeah, smokers. If you bring up stopping smoking to a smoker, before you finish your sentence, they're going to want a cigarette or whatever.
I'm a non-smoker, and I want a cigarette every time I see a no smoking sign. Every fucking time I see a no smoking sign. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely don't think like forcing him to talk about the specific thing is the right way to go necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But being there to like
putting him in a situation where he feels comfortable talking about
Yeah,
himself
just being
is a
there
good
to
place
talk
be.
about other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And I'm sorry, and that really sucks.
Yeah, that does suck, Joe. And you know, it is one of those, like, even, I mean, relationships with your parents are hard anyway. Like, talking to them as equals is tough anyway. Yeah. It's a tough situation.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Thast Meteint!
There it is.
We're
Thanks,
back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay. If we were in some kind of Pixar, DreamWorks fantasy animal world,
Ooh.
what kind of animal would each of us be?
Do we get to pick each other's, or do we get to pick ourselves?
Oh, yeah.
I already know where I'm going.
Where are you going?
Grant, where are you going?
Finding Nemo, hands down. I want to be in the
Okay.
ocean.
Okay, so
What-
you're an
what-
animal.
what animal
In
are
the
you?
ocean. You're an animal.
Are you a whale? Are you a cetacean?
I want. Ooh. I got to be a killer whale, man. I got to be an orca.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'd be an orca and like
Not one of the
travel
sad
with
ones.
like funny orcas, like because they travel in pods. Like, yeah, we'd be.
Oh
we'd
man, theyd have a little podcast.
We'd
have
be
orcas with a
fucking
podcast.
hilarious. We'd roll around the ocean and just make fun of other animals because we're the apex predator. We would just fuck with people, but people would like us because we were funny.
I will not laugh at podcasts.
Oh, podcast! Oh shit, Case
You're welcome.
Biscuit Van.
Van Biscuits.
It's
That
in
biscuits
It's
and
in
that's
biscuits.
my time.
Can this viner fit in her mouth?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's my answer.
That's great. I think I would probably be. Who's Nemo's teacher in that movie? Is he a stingray?
Oh, I think is he a stingray or a manta ray?
Something like that. Anyway,
I think he's a
Does he have a
manta
flat
ray,
face with like the things
I
on
don't
the,
remember.
on the side?
But I like
it's a
that-
manta ray.
I like that
Yeah,
guy's
it's a
energy.
manta ray, yeah.
So that's kind
Like
of
a flying a mouth.
like, come on,
That dude
kids.
is cool.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking party. I don't think he says that. Or I would be the starfish from Finding Dory, who just kind of,
I still haven't seen
fades to
that.
the glass.
You haven't seen that? He's also in Finding Nemo. I don't know
Oh, yeah, I
why
don't remember it. Sorry.
you mentioned.
That's just where I
like he's
remember.
a huge part
It's been a
of
while.
the dentist office. Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I would want to be a I can't remember the actual fucking name of the thing. Mine would be like Ice
Stegosaurus.
Age. No, I wasn't gonna pick.
I want to be a Stegosaurus and have plates and
Okay.
Something
Listen, if I
else
was gonna be
no
a
one knows
dinosaur,
about.
I would want to be a Triceratops. I'm just saying, or a Brachiosaurus. But I was talking about the giant sloths from the Miocene, and like I'd just be a giant sloth. Like imagine something bigger than a bear, but also a sloth. Like I feel
those are
that's a lot
dope,
of me
yeah.
energy.
Those I don't know. The Charleston Museum has the skeleton.
Thylacine, I think is what it's called.
I don't know. It's probably not a real skeleton. It's probably a cast.
Yeah,
skeleton.
it might be. There are some famous ones around.
Anyway, it's
I know there's one at
huge.
UGA. They're enormous, but they're also sloths, and you're just like that's kind of me energy right there.
Yeah, I like that. That's actually.
Yeah.
I think we should all be those.
I want to be a sloth man, a giant sloth. And Grant. Now we have to pick each other.
Oh,
Grant, you are an alligator snapping turtle. I'm sorry. This is
I'm
what
okay.
you are.
yeah, I'm all right with it.
Michael
Yeah.
is one of those chipmunks that has clearly lost a leg to being hit by a car and is just can't
Yeah.
leave the side of the street he's picked. He's there forever now because he's afraid to cross the road.
that's
You
so,
all right, Mike?
That's so real. I am afraid. I was trying.
Anxious Mike.
I'm trying. Well, yeah. I'm trying to
Yeah.
shove us all into the characters of Zootopia.
Oh man,
Which I mean, Grant is obviously the Fox guy, Fox McCool or whatever.
Damn it! I wanted to be the DMV one.
I want to be
the
the
sloth?
nudist
Yeah.
bison.
Oh no, I think.
Oh yeah, that is
that
you
works.
for sure.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
And then I'll be the mafia boss who's like, give him the grandmama. I like that. I think that's fun.
The shrew. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Oh man,
what was it? Skunt buck rug. Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while. That was a good movie, though.
it was. I saw it once in a theater and once again in a dentist office.
Yeah, that's a good
Like the
dentist office
whole
movie.
fucking movie in the dentist office.
You disrespected my grandmama.
I don't even
What's
think it was
the-
during one visit. I think it was like during several different visits. I just watched the whole movie again.
I think A Bug's Life is pretty cool, too.
Oh, I
like,
forgot about Bugs Life.
Ooh,
like
yeah.
being an insect. Like,
Which
that
one is
world,
Flick
that-
in? Is that Bugs Life? Or is
I
that
think
Ants?
so.
I can't.
I think Flick is Bug's Life.
I cannot
If it's-
peel them apart in my head.
Yeah, they're very different movies, but also very much the same movie at the same time.
Hopper?
Is it Flick or Flip?
I think it's Flick.
Flick?
With a K.
Okay, Flick. Yeah.
Flick from A Bug's Life. That's okay. It's from A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
I
I
want
would
to
still
be
want-
the Swedish caterpillar.
Oh yeah. I'm a pretty little bumblebee.
I was so
No, I
mad
am
at
definitely
the
the
end
ladybug in that movie.
when the wings didn't work. He finally gets his wings and they're too small.
Oh, that's
No.
right. Yeah.
He got
I don't-
cheated, man.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie, and I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. So he opened Van Biscuit instead.
Grant, what dinosaur would you be?
Ooh. I don't know.
Packard's
That's a good
definitely a
question.
sore ass. Shout out to
I could see
Case's
you being a
Twitter.
Pachycephalosaurus.
I mean TikTok, whatever. Doesn't matter.
You know what? I would.
You're a thick-headed battering ram of a person. No.
I think I'd be a raptor.
What kind of raptor?
Velociraptor.
All right, so a little like turkey-sized ankle
Yeah.
biter. Yeah, I can
Little
see that,
guy, but kind of ferocious, and again hunts
yeah.
with
I see
like
you as neither of those things.
hunts with like a team. I need support.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
I need
can
other
see that.
dinosaurs to hang out with.
Fucking shout out
Yeah.
to the.
I want to be a Parasaurolophus.
That sounds
I don't know
fun.
what that is.
That's the one. That's like the duck-billed dinosaur that's got the long dealy-hoo on the back of its head that like might have been like some sort of like horn, like
That's pretty cool.
horn, not like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the David Attenborough fucking dinosaur thing. That looks awesome.
I'm so excited! I don't even have Apple TV, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway,
Also, shout out to Lost World 2, or Jurassic World 2.
Jurassic Park
for
2.
literally killing my childhood.
Jurassic-
Fuck you. You were the worst movie I've ever seen.
oh, so okay, you don't mean the Lost World. You mean Jurassic World?
Jurassic
2.
World 2. The one
Gotcha.
where they literally killed the fucking Brachiosaurus from the first movie. Why? Because they just fucking wanted to. There was no reason.
Oh no, that's just There was a reason.
No, it was just to manipulate people who fell in love with the dinosaur when they were 10 years old, and it just
That's
made me angry.
not why they killed it.
Yeah, it is.
We don't have to do this right now.
It could have made it on the fucking boat.
100% not why they killed him.
They could have not killed the fucking
They were
Brachiosaurus.
establishing that the dinosaur that they created was finding its place in the ecosystem and was
It wasn't
killing for
finding its place in the
sport.
ecosystem, it was dying in a volcano.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You may be right about that.
They killed my Brachiosaurus.
Yeah. Unless it can swim.
That was a
No! You see it die! They're just like, hey, you would be great for the start of this fucking dinosaur movie for
There
people
was
who want to
more
see
than
dinosaurs.
one.
Let's kill the fucking dinosaur. No, they
You
confirmed
big
it. They're like, yeah, it's
There
the
was
same
more than
Brachiosaurus. And he fucking died. And I'm like, that was my favorite thing in the world, and
They're
you
gonna
killed it.
make another one.
It doesn't
There will
matter.
be another
It doesn't
one.
matter. They killed my dinosaur. Mine.
You know they're extinct, right?
They weren't. For a brief moment, they were alive in Jurassic Park.
Grant's fucking face when he said, unless he can swim. Like, it was such a swing that he was like, maybe?
So bad.
I want to help
I
you.
can ignore outrunning a pyroclastic cloud on foot, okay? But killing my favorite dinosaurs just makes me angry.
Apparently.
What's the next question?
Oh,
I wish I could have been there when you saw that. That would have been
Oh,
great.
dude, let me tell you something.
my
I
fucking
took my
day.
7-year-old kid to it, and he was like, "Dad, how did you like the movie?" And I'm like, "Well, it was the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life," and he cried.
oh no.
Oh, by the way, I did this. This isn't a question or anything. I did this yesterday. I was like, I'm going to clean out my closet. It's time. So I
Sorry,
emptied
Mama.
No, so I emptied my closet,
Okay.
and then one of our friends was having like a housewarming cookout, and I was like, I'm going to go to that. So everything in my closet is out in my room, and I have not put it back yet.
So you cleaned out your closet, literally.
And I don't want to. I don't want to go through
Grant,
all
you need
this.
some stuff on your walls.
Yeah. Oh, I
Just
have
anything.
them. They're just on the floor.
Yeah.
Then you don't have stuff on your walls if they're on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm
it's
saying I have
floor's
stuff
walls.
to hang. I have stuff on this wall.
What weighs down?
Is a floor a wall?
It's a down wall.
No, I'm saying I have stuff on. This is not good potting, but I have stuff on this wall.
Okay.
He has the
That the
future of our
listeners
comic
can
book on,
see.
on that wall.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
13 pages and counting, by the way. Anyway,
Ooh.
yeah, they suck, but they're pages.
Hey.
Pages are pages. Is that a thing?
Yeah, you got to make pages
Sure.
before you can make good pages, you know. Last question. This one came from TJ. He said, "Have you ever experienced anything paranormal or something that you couldn't use logic to explain?"
Yep.
Go ahead, Case. I know you've got like 10.
I've got one. I
Okay.
am not a believer. I don't know what I saw. So my friend and I were like middle school.
Yeah, Grant, we heard you fart. Okay.
We're out. Okay. So I will say that we lived in an area where they would test avionics or whatever it is, airplanes.
Oh, yeah.
We would frequently hear like sonic booms and stuff like that from the planes that would be breaking the sound barriers, etc. Lived out in the desert. The skies were just like
saw an alien, didn't
fucking
you?
huge.
Okay.
Let me get there.
Okay, sorry. I'm just really excited.
So my friend and I are I'm walking him home. We live like right down the street from each other, and there's this like red and white, like these two red, like you know when you see an airplane, you can see like the red and the white one, right? But it's moving a little bit to one side and then back to the other, and then it sort of stopped and it like turned so it was just the red light. And it moved out a little bit, and it stopped, and it turned so it was a red and a blue light. And then it just sort of like zipped the fuck off.
Wow.
I've never seen anything that can move like that. It didn't make any fucking noise, and it was moving like what you would expect a modern, what are those things that we have?
drones.
The drones to move.
Yeah.
But like really fucking high up, and drones, to my knowledge, weren't really. I mean, they might have been experimenting with them. I don't know. It was weird. It could have been aliens. Could have been just some sort of experimental aircraft.
Yeah, that's interesting. I have a similar story where it's a similar thing where I just don't know what it was. But I was driving. I was like 14, 15, and so I was driving on through our hometown where there's like pastures of like horse fields like all along the road, and it was like near the peach stand. Anyway, so like I was driving and then up. It was similar. Like I turned and in the sky was something that just sort of was like two. I want to say it was like two lights. It's real fuzzy, but moving real weird. Like I thought it was an airplane, but then it was like moving really fast.
Yeah.
And then it was that same sort of thing. And I was like, I don't know what the hell that was. But like it stuck with
Keep on
me.
moving.
Yeah.
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 I did see Pink Lightning once. Anyway.
That's my favorite band.
I wish I could say, by the peach stand.
Oh, do you not know? Have you ever been to the peach stand? I worked at the peach stand. Peach stand.
I know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah.
It's cool.
That is
peach stand.
specifically like lower than North Carolina.
Yeah.
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 Like I feel like you'd see that. Like it's like boiled peanuts. Like they're in Georgia, a lot in Georgia, South Carolina. Peaches are the same way. It's like North Carolina is. We're not that far away. Why don't we have peaches?
Because we're in a different like.
Is it
Like,
the sand?
habitat.
Is it because we have clay? Is that why?
We have clay, trust me.
There's lots of clay in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do peaches not like clay or something?
I think they like the heat and the humidity, because it's insane. I
guess South Carolina is like that much hotter.
It's hot. Yeah. Even here.
Do y'all have mountains? Y'all?
No, it's low country.
Yeah, it's mostly low country.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you hit North Carolina long before you hit mountains.
Yeah.
Anyway, peaches.
Damn.
Grant, have you ever seen anything that's possibly paranormal but certainly unexplained?
I haven't seen it. Like I've had like paralyzing nightmares, and actually one time when I stopped drinking, this might have been like DT related or something like that, but I was like dying on the couch, and it felt like a pressure on my chest, and I was like kind of half asleep, half awake, maybe hallucinating, I'm not really sure, but there was like a figure in the room, and it was the one causing like all the, like I could tell it was the source of it, and like I said, I don't know.
I think that the internet caused that your sleep paralysis, Nemo.
If I was like hallucinating or not, but I saw it, and I've seen it a couple other times. But yeah, they're mostly related to not being able to sleep in like a nightmare, and like half asleep, half awake, and I can see it.
Yeah, the brain's terrifying.
And being paralyzed, like not being able to move.
Yeah, that sounds like sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Like literal sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm. But most of the times when that's happened, it's been related to me not drinking. But not like now where I like haven't drank in a while. It's like a...
But like taking a night off from drinking kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, I could almost... Like, it got to the point where I would expect to see it.
Oh, wow.
Like, when I was like, all right, I'm going to stop tonight, and then I'd stop, and then I'd be like, yeah, he'll be here in a little bit.
The Lord of Darkness will be right.
Yeah. And it freaked me out. It didn't get less scary, even though I anticipated it. Like, it still freaked me. It was
that is
terrifying.
He's
like, drink, motherfucker.
I remember
but you can't move. You cannot fucking move. Like
that sounds like literal sleep paralysis.
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
No, it is. Like everything in you wants to get up and do something about it, and you're just stuck.
That sounds terrifying, and I'm glad I don't have to experience that.
Yeah. Like, I've always had the thing where, like, you want to move and you can't briefly. Like, when you first wake up, I've had that, but not like that.
Nah, I've never had anything like that. I would not enjoy it.
No, it's not fun.
It's definitely not fun.
I had a mildly paranormal experience once. I don't know if I've told this. Probably not. So I lived in Greensboro, Grant, you know.
The borough, yeah.
And I was walking down Spring Garden way past the school, like getting towards downtown. Mm-hmm. And like way past Mendenhall, right? Anyway, so I'm like, it's 2:00 in the fucking morning. Up to no good probably, and I'm walking, just kind of.
I was about to say, you're out there, yeah.
I would usually like I'd smoke a joint and go out for a walk because I'm a big dude and I'm not afraid of things I should probably be afraid of.
Well, there's like plenty of neighborhoods you can get lost in over there too.
Yeah, oh yeah, and this was like, just like I was walking towards downtown. I was probably like a mile and a half away from the jail that's right down there. Yeah, and not even that far. And this guy who, I mean, Greensboro has a lot of visible homeless population. And one that I recognize seeing a few times is walking towards me from the other direction, and he gets up to me, he says, "Don't go that way. He ain't ready for you yet."
Oh, wow.
And just keeps on fucking walking. And I was like, what? I turned the fucking around.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm going home. Fuck that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means.
That's like some eldritch shit.
Who isn't ready for me yet?
Oh my God.
I think he was saying you were going to die.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably was. That's similar
Pretty sure he was like, yeah, you don't want to get murdered tonight.
Yeah, so I turned the fuck around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's similar to Grant's Baltimore story. About the kid. Yeah.
The kid with the stick in the railing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shook his head, and I was like, yep, you're good. You're right. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, man. Well, that's all my questions. We did it.
Thank God for that kid.
Yeah, right?
Thank God for that kid.
What if that... Okay, all right. Big picture question. What if
Yeah.
that kid was the same person who saved Case's life, and I'm gonna experience him sometime in the future as just like a middle-aged man, and he saved all of us.
It's gonna
What if
have
he's
to be
already
on, like,
saved your life and you
Christmas
just don't know
Eve.
it?
Yeah, what if I was a baby or something?
A baby
What
at
if
the
you're
peach
that
stand.
man? Little boy.
I think you probably would have. Well, I don't think I would have.
Well, this guy was like in his 60s. Well, I mean, okay, he looked like a homed person in his 70s, which could mean anything, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
He was an old dude. He was old.
Yeah, maybe it's me, man. I don't know.
Maybe it is you from the future.
I was like, man, I got to get this podcast.
It's me.
Oh, well, that was fun. We didn't do an ad. You want to do an ad to end this?
Yeah, Man Bites Dog. Listen to our show and buy our stuff.
Well, okay.
It's on the websites.
It's on the.
And
It's in the
podcast.
link in the thing. Link in the show
Link
notes.
in the
Michael makes music sometimes. You can
True.
get that at. And Grant
Spotify.
is
Anxious Mike?
He's writing some stuff. You should see the dry erase board in his apartment.
No, don't
sometime.
show it yet. We're not done.
And,
Grant also writes music sometimes. So
do you?
yeah, all the time. Like I'm working on something right now.
Holy shit! I had no idea you were a music man.
I'm just fucking. Did you see my?
Don't get excited.
I was so excited.
Grant and I did briefly have a rap group in college.
We did have a rap group.
You hate to see it.
We were
C47.
spitting rhymes.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun, actually. I remember doing that. That was a lot of fun.
That was a fun time.
Anyway, that was just when we wanted to make shit.
I had a group of friends that we'd walk around singing. What is that? Take by the hand, take me by the hand, pretty much. We just sang that and drank a bunch. What is that? A rap group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening to Man Bites Dog. The show is hosted by Michael Hill, R.K.'s Hill, and Grant Hingeveld. Thanks anyway, fam.